Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving deep into prehistory to follow Beer and his nomadic tribe as they fight to survive in a world full of peril. The night stretched over the vast plains like an invisible net. A biting wind sliced through the air, and only distant roars echoed, a stark reminder that nature had never favored humankind. Clutching his stone-tipped spear, Beer stepped out of the cave. The torchlight danced across his resolute face, a portrait of countless sleepless nights spent guarding against prowling predators. With the last of their prey gone, he knew one truth. To survive, the tribe must abandon this merciless land. Beer led over 20 people into the ancient forest. Intertwined branches wove a living labyrinth, each undulating path hinting at unseen dangers. When his foot pressed into the soft, decaying leaves, he halted. Before him lay a massive footprint, deep claw grooves cutting through the earth. It belonged to no deer or beast they'd ever known, but a mighty, ancient creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Beer's heart pounded, yet his eyes burned with determination. His people would not become dinner for this phantom of the woods. That very night, a wall of sandstorm surged in without warning. Millions of fine grains whipped through the air, clinging to every pore and prying into gaps in their hide cloaks. The wind's howl resembled the lament of the dying. Beer and the hunters scrambled to dig shallow pits in the hillside, draping animal skins over the openings to block the sand. When the storm finally died down, they emerged gaunt and exhausted, sweat, blood, and dust caking their bodies. One of them, Beer's childhood companion, lay motionless beneath the drifting dunes, a heartbreaking sacrifice for their will to endure. A thick fog cloaked the valley they chose as their next refuge. The ground was sodden, each muddy patch threatening to swallow an unwary step. Yet the promise of fresh water and fertile soil ignited hope. Beer's spear sliced through the mist, striking a smooth stone, an omen of opportunity. Ahead, a gigantic snake slithered into view, its cold eyes tracking them. In a flash, Beer lunged, the spear driving true. The beast writhed its final struggle before slackening, and the path through the fog cleared for the tribe. Within the damp limestone caverns, two tribes met under the flickering glow of fireflies. They exchanged dried meat, gathered fruits, and most critically, stoneworking techniques that would sharpen their weapons to lethal edges. The rhythmic tapping of flint echoed alongside soft chants, erasing centuries of mistrust and forging a solemn vow. United, they would defend this wild land against any threat. No sooner had their alliance formed than the greatest danger appeared, a colossal beast with armor-like hide and razor claws. Its roar shook the cavern walls. Even the eldest hunters faltered, except Beer. Heart racing, he grasped the poisoned snake fang and triggered the hidden fire pit. Flames erupted, encircling the creature. Its furious gurgles faded to a final, pained cry before the inferno consumed it. When dawn broke, the fog lifted from the valley. Standing atop a ridge, the tribe gazed down at a lush expanse. Fertile fields, a winding stream, and a sky so blue it had never felt the footfall of humankind. Their fire still smoldered, a beacon of the wisdom, courage, and unity that had carried them through darkness. Beer smiled, shading his eyes against the rising sun as he looked toward the horizon. Their journey was far from over, but a new chapter for mankind had begun. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this prehistoric adventure, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment sharing your thoughts or ideas for our next video. Your support keeps these stories alive. See you next time.